I'm back. Did you guys miss me? Hello, I am officially back in my YouTube era. I think I said this a while ago and then I don't know what happened. Life, I guess. But I'm here to bring you so many life updates because I know that I posted a couple of vlogs recently, but those are just like old vlogs from months ago that I just hadn't gotten around to editing. So I'm finally like caught up on those and now we're here. And there's so much to fill you in on. So many life updates, so many new things, so many new travel plans and just personal things and everything. So honestly, after editing those two vlogs and uploading them and making the thumbnails, I was like, I miss making YouTube videos. And I kind of feel like I needed to take a little bit of a break, even though it was kind of unintentional. Like I didn't purposely take a break from YouTube. I just had so much stuff going on and I was really putting my YouTube videos on the back burner, which I know maybe isn't the best thing to do, but I just kind of needed to step away for a little bit and focus on other things. But I'm actually really excited to get back. I feel like my creativity is back again. I feel excited about YouTube and I have so many ideas, and yeah, I'm really happy to be here. Hopefully you guys are happy too. I'm gonna start off with the biggest life update in my opinion, which is that James and I, mostly James though, bought a van. So if you guys are OG subscribers, followers of mine, you probably remember when I lived in New Zealand and I did van life. Well, we're doing van life again. James has never done van life. So he bought a 2003 Chevrolet Astra van. Her name is Betty White. We love her. We have been in Colorado for the past month at my parents' house building her out because when we bought her, she was just a plain old van with seats and everything. So we've been building her out so that she's, you know, has a bed and all that stuff to basically live in, not full time. It's gonna be more of a like weekender excursion van. Like we're definitely not going to be doing full-time van life. If we were, we'd probably have gotten a bigger van because Astra vans are not that big. For two people, it's like we're not gonna be able to fit a lot of stuff in there. So probably not like full-time van life, but a lot of van content, little weekend trips, getaways. We are planning a big road trip around the United States, so there will be van life then. So look out for that. I've been filming a little bit of the process of building it out, but not like a step-by-step because me and James have been figuring it out. We've never built anything like ever, so this is the first time. We've been learning as we go. I'll definitely like leave resources and stuff that we used personally if you guys are interested. I don't know. So I don't know where I'm gonna put that footage, probably when we hit the road. I'll maybe like talk about how we built it out or whatever. I'll give you guys a tour obviously of the van. But we've been in Colorado, so that's kind of another update. You guys saw the Mexico vlogs that I posted, or maybe you didn't, but I posted 3 Mexico vlogs, 2 recently. So James and I went to Mexico over the summer. This whole year has been a whirlwind. James and I moved out of our apartment or our house or whatever it was in San Diego at the end of March of this year. And in February, before that, we were in New Zealand. So it was like January, March, we lived in San Diego. February, we were in New Zealand for like a week. And then at the beginning of April, we went to Hawaii and we were there for a month, which you guys might have seen the vlogs. So we were in Hawaii for a month. And then we were back in San Diego for a week. And then we went to Colorado for a month also, just to kind of save money. We were kind of like in a leeway between Hawaii and Mexico, still trying to plan it out. So we were in Colorado for a month in May. And then we were in Mexico for June and July. And then in August and September, we were back in San Diego staying at Sunset Cliffs at a friend's house. We were subletting a room. And then we're back in Colorado now. So the travel plan for the rest of the year, and also a little bit of next year, is we're going to take the van and we're going to do a big road trip out to the south, the coast. So we're going to go to North Carolina. If any of you guys are from there, what's up? Hey, let me know literally any recommendations you have. We're gonna be heading off to Wilmington area mostly. So if any of you guys live there, like have any recommendations, please let me know, because I have never been east of Colorado. For the amount of traveling that I've done in the world, in the United States, I've pretty much only been to the Southwest. Like I've never been east of Colorado, so never been to New York, never been to the Midwest, never been to the South, never been to the Northeast, like never been to the East Coast. So it's going to be very interesting for me. I'm very excited. I've always wanted to do like a US road trip, so we're going to go head out there, probably stop in like Nashville, maybe Tennessee. I don't know. There's a lot of places, maybe St. Louis. Who knows as of yet, but look out for the road trip footage. We're probably going to be in North Carolina for a little bit, checking it out. We might be moving there, but we don't know. We've never been, so we're going to check it out. But there is a mild possibility we might move to North Carolina, but we don't know yet. So don't count your chickens before they hatch or whatever it is. And then we're gonna go south, so go to South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, and then probably cut across back down south through Florida, Louisiana, Texas. Hopefully go to New Orleans and Austin. In Florida, I have no idea. We might do the whole perimeter, which I know is a lot, but who knows? I want to go to like the Everglades and stuff. And we'll be back in Colorado for Christmas. And then we're going to go to San Diego after Christmas for probably New Year's, and then for January and most of February. Then at the end of February, James and I got icon passes, which is so crazy to me because I can ski, but I'm like not a skier. Like, I'm not a winter girl. You guys know this. I'm such a summer person. I'm all about, like, I've told people I'm totally okay. Like, if someone came up to me and said, hey, you're never gonna be able to see snow for the rest of your life, I'd be like, I'm good. Like, I don't care. Or if someone told me that I'd never be able to experience winter again, I'd be like, thank you. Like, actually good. I don't want to. I'm just such a summer girl. I'm like so anti-winter fall, but you know, we're trying to embrace things. We're trying to open our eyes and expand our horizons. So me and James and a couple of our friends have a Airbnb, like a cabin in Mammoth, not a cabin, a house in Mammoth in California, if you're familiar, Mammoth Mountain. So we got icon passes, so we're going to be in Mammoth for a month working remote in Mammoth in February, March. And then after that, we don't know. I do have a rabbit, as you guys probably know, named Squilliam, or named Reggie. He has a lot of names. So my friend has been, like, bless her heart, has been taking care of him for a lot of this year. And so that is a factor that's like, I kind of want to find a place to live because I would like my rabbit back, my little baby, who I miss and love. So we'll see what happens. But that's the travel plans tentatively as of now. So obviously there's going to be road trip content, there's going to be Colorado skiing winter content, and then there's going to be Mammoth skiing content, there's going to be San Diego content, so lots of stuff going on. So that's kind of like the biggest life update because I feel like literally in my vlogs I'm like in one place and then all of a sudden like a month later I'm in another place and there's just no, like, you guys are probably confused. And I've gotten like Instagram DMs and TikTok messages that are like, what are you doing? Did you move to Colorado? People are confused. So that's me explaining myself. Next life update, I am doing Operation 66. What is Operation 66? Operation 66 is a wellness challenge that I came up with. It's 66 days long because according to a study, that is the average amount of time that it takes for a habit to become automatic. So essentially it's a wellness challenge that's set up, designed for you to build these habits over the 66 day long challenge. So you have to do these 6 habits every single day for 66 days. And then hopefully by the end of it, those habits will be so ingrained in you that you just keep doing them. So it's not like a challenge that you do and then you just stop at the end of 66 days. It's like a lifestyle change. Like, it's supposed to change your life, essentially. I made a whole podcast episode about it. I've posted a ton about it on TikTok. I posted some about it on Instagram. So I will link some things down below because I made some little tracker sheets. I made a little rule sheet. So if you're interested in learning more about it, I would recommend listening to the podcast episode though, because I talk really in depth about why I came up with it, like why it's better than 75 hard, why I wanted to start it, the changes I felt. I'm on day 20 something. I don't really remember. On day something. I'm like at least 20 days into it and I feel great. I've been productive. I've been healthy. I've been drinking water. I've been working out pretty much every day. I've been stretching. I've gotten so much more flexible. Just things that I've wanted to get more into. I've finally gotten back into journaling, which I had been doing on and off, but not like consistently. And now I've been pretty much doing it every day. So highly recommend. Also, the new year is coming up. So what a perfect challenge for the new year. Or you could just start now because like you don't need to wait for the new year, obviously. And speaking of my podcast, that's another life update. I know I posted about it a while ago because I think I started my podcast like in May of this year. So it's been a while, but if you guys didn't know, like some of you might not be aware, I started a podcast. I've been talking about it for so long and I finally did it. So it's called On a Whim because that's essentially how I live my life, and it's all about navigating life in your 20s, and it's kind of just like a diary of a 20-something-year-old essentially, because the episodes are just like, there's some about health and wellness, there's some about relationships, like there is literally every topic is covered. Nothing is off limits on podcast. So I'll link that down below. Check it out if you want to. I've also been posting YouTube versions of the episodes, like I've been filming the episodes. So if you prefer the video version, I have a YouTube channel called On a Whim Podcast that I'll also link down below if you prefer to watch it, because the podcast is only on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So if you don't have those, but you still want to listen, you can listen to it on YouTube. Okay, next life update. If you watched my Mexico vlogs, you may or may not have noticed that I had hormonal acne. And it was something that I have been dealing with majority of this year, or at least for like probably 5 months of this year, so almost majority. So long story short, a year ago actually, because like it was last October, I decided to get off the birth control pill because I'd been on and off of it, mostly on it from the time I was like 16 years old. And I was just over it. Like I had done my research and I was like, you know what? I am ready to not be on hormones anymore. And yeah, I wanted to see, I wanted to be able to track my cycle naturally. I wanted to be more in tune with my body. There's just a lot of reasons, personal reasons. So I decided to get off the pill. A lot of you guys probably already know this because I have talked about it on my channel before, but just a little recap. I was really afraid of getting hormonal acne because I had had it before because of the pill, or because of getting off the pill. And so one of the, probably actually the main reason why I didn't want to get off the pill for so long was because I was scared I was going to get acne again, because like my skin had always been pretty clear. Like I really never had severe acne, and I had that hormonal acne outbreak like one time because of the pill. I got back on the pill and I was like, I don't want to ever deal with that again. But I bit the bullet and I got off the pill and I was like, okay, you know what? If I do get hormonal acne, it's okay. I'm going to figure it out. We're going to heal it. We're going to figure out my hormones. We're going to balance them out naturally, whatever. A couple months went by and I didn't end up getting hormonal. I thought I was in the clear. I was like, oh my God, I thought it would break out like immediately, but no, it takes a while. So I started breaking out probably in like April. I think it was April. Yeah, maybe like March, April. I started getting hormonal acne. It was right before I went to Hawaii and it was pretty bad, at least in my opinion. Going from having like pretty clear skin to all of a sudden having these like cystic acne things on your chin. And you know, I'd get comments of people being like, I didn't even notice, it's not that bad. But it's like, when you have it, you don't know until you have it. When you have it and it's on your face, it's like, you feel like when you're talking to people, that's all that they're looking at. It's just, it makes you so insecure. And so it was a struggle at first, but the positive effects of getting off the pill completely outweigh getting hormonal acne. Like I would do it a million times over. Not trying to convince you to get off the pill because it's such a personal choice, but for me, it was the best thing that I've done in a long time. Like one of the best choices I could have made for myself. So I'm very happy that I got off of it. And I really wanted to take my hormones into my own hands and do my research and try to heal myself naturally, get my hormones all balanced, get my skin cleared. And so I did, as you can see. As of like only a couple months ago, it was like in August that my skin started getting clear again. Which is crazy. So pretty much all summer I had acne, which kind of sucked. And pretty much the entire time we were traveling, we were in Hawaii and when we were in Mexico, I had acne. And then as soon as we got back to San Diego, my acne went away. I was like, great. But I wanted to share with you guys actually two things that I have been using. So, because I do get a lot of questions about this, I figured I may as well talk about it on YouTube. So I started taking this supplement from ClearStem, and it is called the Mind, Body, and Skin Vitamin. This stuff is magical. Not really, but like actually. Because before I was taking this stuff called DIM, which is a natural thing to help your hormones. But this stuff already has DIM in it, but it also has a bunch of other stuff. So it has vitamin A, turmeric and dandelion, digestive blend, 5-HTP, DIM, glutathione. So it's not just DIM, but it has DIM in it. And yeah, I highly recommend because I think that this is genuinely what helped me get off the pill. I mean, sorry, helped me get rid of my hormonal acne like 100%. I'm actually all out. And I have one coming in the mail, like another one, so thank goodness. I don't know if I'm gonna take it forever because I've already cleared my skin, but I think just for my hormones, like I kind of wanna keep taking it. So I highly recommend if you're dealing with hormonal acne, 100%. This is not an ad or sponsored or anything in any way. And then I also use Natural Cycles to track my cycle naturally because I'm not taking birth control, obviously, and I don't wanna get pregnant. So we have to take matters into our own hands. So I've been tracking my cycle with Natural Cycles and I love it. It's made me so much more in tune with my body. I have the app and the little thermometer, so you just take your temperature in the morning every morning, log in your temperature, and then based on the algorithm, like it starts getting to know you based on your data, and then it can predict your period, and it predicts it like to the day now. So I always know what cycle, like what phase of my cycle I'm in. It's just great. I feel great knowing more about my body. I do have a discount. Actually, I think I have discount codes for both of these. I have a discount code for this. So I'm going to link the promo code or the link or whatever it is. And then also I have, I want to say 20% off for Natural Cycles, which I think is really good. So, okay, last life update, I guess, kind of. So I kind of want to talk to you guys about like where I'm planning on taking my channel and kind of like my life and career and social media and all that stuff. So it's been a while and I've kind of been like reevaluating. Not really reevaluating, but I'm like, I feel like my YouTube needs like a revamp or something. I still want to make vlogs. I still want to make all the fun videos. But I think one thing is that I just keep going back to fitness in terms of like when I think about like what kind of stuff do I want to share, what kind of stuff do I want to post, and I just always go back to fitness. And I know I've never really posted, like, I posted maybe a couple workouts videos on my channel before over the years. But I still want to get my personal training certification. It's been a while. I was studying, I got my nutrition thing, but I did all of the studying and I finished all of the courses for my CBT, my personal training thing. I just have yet to take the exam, and I'm obviously very far behind. Like, I haven't studied in a long time, so I would like to take the exam soon. Hopefully by the end of the year, before the end of the year, become a certified personal trainer. That's like just a random goal of mine. But I do really want to start posting workout content. I haven't yet decided if I'm gonna make a different channel for that, because I feel like a lot of people who have like workout channels, it's like, okay, if you subscribe to them for the workouts, you don't really care about their other lives. But then if you watch them, I don't know how many of you people, like you guys would like care if the workout videos are on my channel, but I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm thinking of starting to post workout videos. So we'll see if I post them on here or a different channel. I don't really know. Let me know what you would prefer, or if you even care. Like, I don't know. I feel like most people who I follow who only post workout videos, they post workout videos and then they have their own channel for like their personal things. So yeah, I think fitness is still something that I'm very passionate about. I have other little projects and stuff that I'm working on, but I don't want to share them yet because it's too early on for that. So there are things in the works. But that is kind of like the main life update. As for this channel, I'm probably just gonna keep posting like travel vlogs and maybe like eating like celebrity videos still, and little random things. So not much will probably change on here. I would like to get a new camera at some point, so maybe the quality will get better. But aside from that, I'm back on my grind, on my YouTube grind, and I'm excited. And hopefully you guys are too. I think that's pretty much it. Like, I could probably think of a million more life updates, to be honest with you, but I think that's enough. I filled you in enough. We'll get back on track. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're still a subscriber and you're still kicking it with me, thanks so much. I love you guys. I genuinely think, like, sometimes I feel like my YouTube community is like my favorite. Don't tell my Instagram and TikTok, or if some of you are on all three. I don't know, there's just something about my YouTube community that like makes me feel like we're best friends. Like, I'm just talking to my camera. I've been doing this since I was like 15 years old. And I just feel like we're homies, you know, even if you're new here, I still feel like we're friends. Like, talking to the camera as opposed to, I don't know, there's just something about it. So I missed you guys is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and you will be seeing me very, very soon, I promise.